Now we're going to talk about e-commerce shipping simplified with Eric Nash from stamps.com. And oops, and forgot to be recording. Press the recording button. That's important. Just so you guys know, we are recording all of the webinars, and they will be available on the website next week. We will have them available for download as well as the audio only, so that way you can stick them on your iPods or MP3 players or whatever else you've got. You can stick them on there. So let's go ahead and get going, and welcome to the New Life event. If you just signed up, my name is Shauna Siegel, and I am the host of the New Life event. I'm also the CEO of One Choice for Your Store, host of Ecom Experts on Webmaster Radio, and I love education. Education is absolutely wonderful, and if you want to learn more about me, just check out my bio. This is the New Life event, and it's 30 webinars in one weekend, and it's a lot of fun, and you're going to get to meet new friends, and you know, we just talked about social media, and you're going to meet a lot of new people and have new followers, and it's just a really, really phenomenal time. So special thank you has to go to our speakers. Without them, we wouldn't have this event. We wouldn't have this great learning. But a big special thank you to all of you. Without you, the speakers wouldn't show up. You know, when speakers come, they want to know that they are appreciated, and they want to make sure that they're not doing it for nothing. So when they get people to show up, it's absolutely wonderful, and they appreciate it. And you are the sponsor of the event, so please continue to spread the word, because you all are doing a phenomenal job. All right, so we are doing prizes throughout the weekend, and a couple of people have already won prizes. And, you know, I'm just thinking, you know, instead of telling people what they're winning, I'm thinking that if people want to wait and see how many prizes they collect, they can actually, you know, some of the ones that aren't specific with specific speakers, then we can see how many times they won and see if they want to win different prizes or a bigger prize, and kind of make it a little bit more interesting. And I think that sounds really cool. You guys will have to go ahead and go in the questions box and let me know if you guys like that idea as well. All right, so here's how you spread the word. Go out on Twitter and make sure that you're using the hashtag NLE, and send people to New Life Event, and you can also send them to the Twitter ID at New Life Event. We have this really cool thing that we're using. It's called tweetchat.com. Up at the very top, all you have to do is enter NLE, and every time that you tweet through the tweetchat.com, it will automatically put in the hashtag, which will automatically put you in through all the contests that we're having, and you can talk back and forth to everybody and have a real good time, and it's a great little chat room. So just go to tweetchat.com, and there's Eric. Sounds good. All right, so at 9 o'clock, right after this, we're going to have how to grow your business to 7 figures per year on a shoestring marketing budget. And by the way, our next webinar, everybody wins a really cool prize, a very, very cool prize. Everybody does. So I highly suggest you all stay for the 9 p.m. All right, so if you have questions, head on over to Twitter and ask there, or ask questions on the right-hand side. We're going to try to get to as many questions as we can each and every time. But let me introduce you to Eric Nash from Stamps.com. Eric has been the Director of Online Marketing at Stamps.com for 4 years. His responsibilities are focused on customer acquisition, including paid search, SEO, social media, affiliate marketing, and display advertising. And with the emergence of social media, his responsibility has expanded into understanding the needs of e-commerce shippers and developing Stamps.com USPS shipping solution. And Eric has worked in the internet space since 1999, working for a variety of industries, including online gaming, insurance, and home finance. And while I transfer over to him, Eric, welcome to the New Life event. How are you tonight?
I'm good, Shauna. Thank you so much for having me, and I'm excited to be here today, and looking forward to talking about e-commerce shipping with all of you.
Oh, wonderful. We can see your screen beautifully. We can hear you beautifully, so I'm going to mute myself, sit back, and watch the show. And thank you for being here.
Sounds good. All right.
All right.
All right, let's get started. As Shauna mentioned, my name is Eric Nash, and I work for Stamps.com. We're an online postage software company. We have over 400,000 paid subscribers, and 40,000 of those are e-commerce sellers. So we get a lot of great feedback from our shippers, and we're constantly trying to improve our shipping software. I want to quickly go over some of the topics we'll discuss today. We'll start with the impact of your shipping program on total revenue, and then we'll go into the unique benefits of the USPS and what they offer e-commerce sellers, as well as talk about some of the great low-cost mail class options the USPS offers. We'll then move into online postage software, and we'll discuss how it works and what type of cost savings you can get. And lastly, we'll discuss how easy it is to import order data from the main e-commerce marketplaces like eBay or Amazon, or your own shopping cart. And then we'll have some time for Q&A at the end of the presentation. My first topic I wanted to talk about today is how important shipping is to your total revenue. PayPal and ComScore did a survey last year, and they asked consumers why they abandoned their shopping carts once they started the purchase process. While customers listed several reasons for abandonment, 46% of the respondents claimed high shipping costs was the #1 cause of a person leaving the cart. That's almost 5 out of every 10 people that come to your site and start the purchase process end up leaving due to high shipping costs. And that's an important stat, we feel, because as website owners are always looking for ways to increase revenue, they often will look at tactics such as increasing paid search advertising or making adjustments to their landing pages for optimization, trying to get people to convert easier and quicker. Or maybe even site owners look at operational issues such as adding new payment options to the site or even adding live chat to the site. While those are all great options, we don't want you to forget about shipping. Shipping kind of gets pushed to the back burner because it's been part of the process for so long. Your shipping program can be a very big piece of low-hanging fruit, and it's a great way to increase revenue with your existing traffic that you currently have. All right, I'm having a problem changing the slide here. Sorry about this. All right. Some other areas about shipping that we should discuss is the visibility that shipping is now gaining on shopping comparison sites like Google, PriceGrabber, and Shopping.com. If you're using product feeds, many of these sites will show the cost of shipping right on the search results page. Higher shipping costs can stop the buyer right in their tracks before they even get to your site. In this example from Google, we did a search for a 20-inch HP monitor, and the results came back with 2 big-name retailers, Sears and Staples. While they both have the same product price, Staples was offering free shipping, which made the total price $9 cheaper than Sears. So it's important to note the high visibility that shipping is now getting in a lot of different shopping comparison sites and just in general. So it's important to use the lowest cost carrier. It's becoming almost imperative to stay competitive within the marketplace. And speaking about free shipping, there's a lot of data out on the web that shows how much of an impact free shipping has on sales. By offering free shipping, it's really one less decision the customer has to make about the purchase. Less decisions usually make for an easier purchase process for the customer. eBay even has devoted some premium homepage real estate recently to listings with free shipping. So there's a big push from the market and consumers to offer free shipping to stay competitive. In the example above, we can see how much cheaper the monitor is at Staples with them offering free shipping compared to Sears. And when all things are equal, customers are always going to naturally focus on the cheaper total price. So in this example, you can see where Sears is $185, Staples is $175. Pretty much that entire $10 difference, or a little less than $10, is all in the shipping costs. But when you do use free shipping, that means you, the seller, are going to have to foot the bill. So that means less profits really coming out of a particular sale. So in order to help you save those profits, you really need to focus on using the lowest cost carrier in today's market. All right. Hopefully I've made a good case for why using the lowest cost shipping carrier is important to increasing your sales. So let's talk about some benefits the USPS offers e-commerce sellers compared to UPS or FedEx. The U.S. Postal Service offers some great cost efficiencies for residential or rural deliveries. They're delivering mail to every address in the U.S. 6 days of the week. And there's not much added cost for them to add an extra package to their trucks already going to a particular neighborhood. This is a very different model than UPS or FedEx because those carriers do not have trucks in the residential areas already. And because of this, the USPS pretty much has unbeatable prices for, at least for smaller packages, say 3 pounds in weight or under, and you could even maybe go up to 5 pounds and under. With UPS and FedEx not kind of already going to those residential addresses, they're forced to add in a lot of extra costs, like fuel and residential surcharges and pickup fees. One very big point we want to bring up is that the USPS does not have any of these additional costs. Plus, they deliver on Saturdays for no extra charge, and they'll pick up your package for free as long as you're sending a priority mail, express mail, or even an international package. The USPS is also the only carrier approved to deliver mail to military addresses such as an APO or FPO or even a PO box. And if you're shipping to Hawaii or Alaska, there really is no cheaper option than the USPS. It's just those pretty much the continental U.S. You might be able to argue that UPS or FedEx might be able to, with certain deals, might be able to get in there. But if it's going out farther away up to Alaska or Hawaii, USPS is really the only option for you to ship cost effectively. And if we look at the table at the right here, you're going to see the cost for a 2-pound package going from Los Angeles to Miami. Using UPS Ground, the cost is $17.83 with all the additional surcharges and fees. That same package is only $8.82 with USPS Priority Mail. They're pretty much going to get there at the same time, both around 2 to 3 days. But the Priority Mail option is 50% cheaper than UPS Ground. These rates were pulled from the UPS site. So, many of you could have discounted rates with UPS or FedEx based on your contract rate. However, even the big carriers are not likely to discount ground shipping more than 25 to 30%. So even with those discounts included, priority mail is really still a cheaper option. And one last point I want to bring up on this slide is that while we've talked about packages under 3 pounds and the benefits USPS offers, don't forget that the U.S. Postal Service also offers flat rate boxes that can hold up to 70 pounds for the same price as a 1-pound package. So if you have a heavy product and it fits in a flat rate box, there's huge savings to be had. And as the recent USPS commercials I'm sure all of you have seen recently, it's if it fits, it ships. All right, let's talk about some specific USPS mail classes that are great for e-commerce sellers. The USPS offers some unique low-cost options for sellers who are shipping specific product types. One of those options is media mail, which is a great mail class for people who are selling books or DVDs, or recorded music or computer media. The cost savings for media mail pretty much cannot be beat if you're selling any of those items. If you look at our 2-pound package from the previous screen, you can kind of see, again, the 2-pound going from Los Angeles to Miami. You'll see that the media mail rate is only $2.77. That's extremely cheap. And that's compared, if you compare it to the priority mail, media mail is 69% cheaper than priority mail. And if you try to compare it to the the UPS rate of $17.83, you can really see how great a mail class media mail can be for e-commerce sellers who are shipping books or DVDs or whatever. Media mail does have some restrictions, however. You cannot include advertising in the package at all, and that means even cross-sell messages on an invoice Um, they basically, the USPS has the right to open your package and verify the contents to make sure they qualify for the medium mail rate. If they find any type of advertising or other products that maybe didn't qualify for the medium mail rate, they would send the package back for you to add more postage. Another point of interest on medium mail is really the lower rates start at about 8 ounces or higher. If your package is going to be 7 ounces or lower, you probably would want to look to first-class mail as an option because it's very cheap for 7 ounces and lower. So it's a good option there too. All right, another great option from the USPS is first-class mail international. And if you're shipping low-cost, low-weight items overseas, there really is no cheaper option than first-class mail international. This mail class, it really helps buyers avoid purchasing like a $15 item, say on eBay even, or Amazon or wherever, and then end up paying $27 or even higher for shipping. In the chart here, you can see the cost savings First Class Mail International has for a 1-pound package going from the U.S. To France. At $10.76, the savings is huge compared to the other mail classes, including USPS's own priority mail and express mail. And the other carriers like FedEx and UPS are not really even an option here certainly for low-cost items. I mean, it'd be impossible for you to sell a $15 item and then charge $97 for postage. And as like an example, imagine you live in London and you see a collectible on eBay that you want to buy. There are 2 sellers using a buy it now price of $15. One seller's using First Class Mail International, and the other is using Priority Mail International. By looking at this table, you can see which listing is going to be more attractive to the buyer. Say the price is $15 plus the $10.76, you're looking at roughly right around $26. Even at Priority Mail, you're looking more at the $41. So if it's the same product, the buyers, again, are going to gravitate towards the lower overall total price. There are some negative aspects of First Class Mail International that we should bring up. The mail class does not have any form of tracking. So if your buyer claims he or she never received the product, it would need to be cheaper for you to just send out a second package, maybe even at a higher mail class that has some tracking available, rather than investigate what happened to the original package. That's why it's really good for low-cost items. However, if you still are interested and you need to have some form of accountability, you can always purchase package insurance with First Class Mail International. So package insurance is always an option, but usually you just want to have very low-cost items, $10, $15, $20 or lower, and it's just rather than deal with the headaches of tracking and finding that package, just shoot the buyer out another package with the product in it. All right, let's talk about package tracking now. The USPS has recognized, over the years here, that they need to get much better on package tracking. So they've been working hard at getting more scans into the system. Hopefully anybody who's been using delivery confirmation are starting to see more their products scanned more as they check their delivery confirmation on the sites. But they still certainly realize they still have a ways to catch up to the other carriers, but they're making lots of improvements, and there's new products coming down the road. About a year or 2 back, they launched scan forms. A scan is an acronym for Shipping Confirmation Acceptance Notice. And basically, it's a summary page that includes a barcode for all of your packages that you're sending on a particular day. This image at the right here is an example of a scan form. And it's kind of hard to see, but you can see type of mail in the center, and it includes like priority mail, express mail, international mail, and other. And basically, if you're sending 10, 15, 20 packages, all those packages would get listed on this form. And then as you met with the postal carrier, they would just scan this one form rather than scanning each individual package. And all those packages are attached to this one form. And that one scan will then put all those packages into the USPS mail stream. So if your buyer out there, if he goes to look up in delivery confirmation, he's going to see that that once that form is scanned, he's going to know that his package has been accepted by the UPS and is en route for delivery. So hopefully this will eliminate some of the customer service emails, people asking, hey, where's my package, or have you sent it yet? The buyer can see that the package is inside the USPS mail stream and it's on its way for delivery. Hopefully save you some time on customer support issues. All right, Sean, it looks like we're up to our Twitter winner, and we're giving away a post office in a box, which includes a 25-pound digital scale, connects via USB. We also have 3 months of stamps.com service that's included, along with $25 in free postage, and 50 easy print postage labels. And so we talked about the shopping carts, percentage of shopping carts that were abandoned due to high shipping costs earlier. And so we were hoping that you could retweet or tweet that message. 46% of shopping carts are abandoned due to high shipping costs. Use online postage software. Hopefully getting a little shameless plug in there. Hashtag NLE. We've posted that on our Twitter page at twitter.com/stampscom. So you can retweet that if you'd like. And we're going to pick a winner at random from anyone who tweets that. We'll be able to pick that winner out here in the next couple minutes, and hopefully we'll be able to announce the winner at the end of the presentation.
Oh, that is awesome. Awesome, awesome, awesome. All right, get everybody out there and start tweeting. So I'm going to put myself back on mute.
All right, very cool, very cool. Yes, once again, tweet 46% of shopping carts are abandoned due to high shipping costs. Use online postage software. Hashtag NLE, and it can be anything that looks like that. It doesn't have to be exact, but again, you can retweet at twitter.com/stampscom. All right, let's see. Let's move on to online postage and discuss what it is, in case you're not familiar with it. Online postage is a service that allows you to buy and print your own USPS postage from your computer. All you need is your PC, an internet connection, and of course your own printer. You can print onto envelopes, plain paper, or on shipping labels. And if you look below, you can kind of see some examples of how the postage comes out. Stamp sheets are like kind of like little stamps that are on a sheet that includes it looks like shipping labels or something. You can directly print postage onto an envelope, which is pretty cool because you can include your return address, the delivery address, as well as the postage all in one step. Or you can print on shipping labels, which includes plain paper or adhesive labels, or even you can use thermal printers. Most all online postage vendors support thermal printers such as a Zebra for mostly used by high volume shippers. Also, there's 4 online postage companies out there, and they're all licensed by the U.S. Postal Service. Those 4 are Stamps.com and Disha. Those are both the software-based services. And then there's also PayPal Shipping and the U.S. Postal Service's site called Click and Ship, which are both web-based. The main difference between the software vendors and the web-based vendors are really features and benefits that you get. You'll get a lot more features like more mail classes and special service options using the software-based service compared to a web-based version. However, there is a cost to use the software programs. Both the software programs are about $15 per month, and then it's a subscription process, and then you of course pay for postage as well. Versus the web-based programs, which like Click and Ship and PayPal Shipping, which are free. So those are great options too for online postage. One huge benefit online postage provides is that you'll never have to go to the post office again. I'm sure all of you have experienced long lines at your local post office at some point or another. And with the current financial crisis that the U.S. Postal Service is encountering, more post offices could be closed in the future, causing long lines that are already there to get even longer, kind of what this image here to the right is showing. The good news is you can get all the services of the post office in your PC with online postage. Whether it be certain mail classes you're looking for, such as we talked about earlier with media mail or first class mail international or parcel post, or using special services like package insurance or signature confirmation or even certified mail. Online postage allows you to do it all without ever having to go to the post office. So, it's a great benefit, and you can also get free shipping supplies similar to the supplies you see at your local post office. You can get them sent directly to your home or office with just a few clicks of your mouse inside online postage software. The software has all of your delivery information and all of your data inside it. So when you go, click on the free shipping supplies link, and it will just basically ask you how many you want, and basically click send me, and it's all of your packages are going to be sent directly to you for free from the USPS. Another cool feature of online postage is that it can help you get around the 13-ounce rule. For those of you who are unfamiliar with the 13-ounce rules, it's currently the USPS requires any package over 13 ounces to be dropped off at the post office. I'm sure if you go out and drop some mail off in like a local mail bin, you'll see a big warning sign saying, do not drop any mail over 13 ounces. However, with online postage, the barcode on the label identifies the sender who registered the online postage account. So the USPS allows you to ship packages over 13 ounces without having to go to the post office. So it's a huge benefit again. It's all about time saving and really focusing your time on doing tasks that are going to be revenue generators and less on more trivial tasks like this. Okay, let's talk about some of the special cost savings you get with online postage. The USPS was kind enough to start a program called commercial-based pricing about 2 years back. That program was to try to help encourage people to start using online postage since it reduces the Postal Service's overhead costs at the local post offices. And plus, they were hoping to get more competitive with UPS and FedEx with a different rate plan. These exclusive online discounts are only available for online postage customers, and so you're not going to be able to find these rates at the post office. And those discounts include, with priority mail, you can get up to 14% off retail rates, and retail rates is the term the post office or the Postal Service uses for post office rates. And you can get 5% off priority mail international. If you're shipping with express mail, you can get a 5% off flat rate off retail rates. Again, that's post office rates, and 8% off express mail international. And with with delivery confirmation, you get it free with priority and express mail. And it's 19 cents for all other mail classes. If you were to take a media mail package into the post office, you're going to end up paying 70 to 80 cents at the post office. So if you're shipping hundreds of packages each month or even each week, these costs can really add up, or these cost savings can really add up. So it's a very good deal, and we're certainly excited to have it. Also, you can get free package pickup. As long as you're sending a priority mail or express mail package, the USPS, or international mail package, the USPS will come out to your home or office and pick up the package for free. You can schedule that in all of the online postage software. It's very easy. Again, you have your address on file, and just basically go in and do a few clicks. And as long as it's done, I believe by 11 p.m. Pacific time, they'll be out there the next day to pick it up. And also, another cool feature is that when they come to pick up that priority or express mail or international package, they'll also pick up your other mail class, your letter mail or invoices or whatever else is going out. So that's an extra cool feature, and again, it helps you save time and avoids you from going to the post office and dealing with those longer lines. All right, let's move into international shipping and the unique features that online postage provides. Shipping overseas, it can seem like a very complicated process with all the forms and restrictions required, and a lot of people just get scared away. I know talking with eBay sellers a lot, they'll often just say, It's very complex, and I've never done it, so I've always just turned off international traffic. But really, having more people bidding on your orders, or even if you have your own cart, having more people having the capability to buy your products is only going to help increase revenue. And so online postage can really make it the whole process much simpler by automating a lot of the work for you. There's no need to handprint any forms or stock up on special labels. These are all built into the online postage software. And like for example, U.S. customs forms are integrated into the software. The program will automatically import all the delivery address from your shipping label and place it right into the customs form. So it's less manual typing for you. It's going to save you time, and it's one less opportunity for a typo error, which is important, especially when you're dealing with international addresses that can be a little complex. With the customs form, you're still going to need to input some data, such as the package content, country of origin, and value, and whether the product is merchandise or a gift or documents. But the process is much more streamlined for you. This image at the right is an example of how you'd input the data in. And by choosing gifts, we have some drop-down windows and putting some more information on there, the quantity and the country of origin, value. And even with that, you can still, in the online postage software, save that as a favorite. So you can really make the process of filling out your customs form very, very quick and simple just by using favorites. In this example, I inserted the iPod, and so basically once I open up the customs form, my delivery address is already inside there. I hit my favorite, all my iPod information is inside the form, and now I just have to click print, and once I print out that label, the customs form comes right along with it. Also, online postage software includes country restrictions, and each country has very unique restrictions as to what they will allow to be shipped in to their country. Some countries have restrictions on gold, and others on currency, and some of them have restrictions on animal byproducts or leather or things like that. The list can be very, very long and can change frequently. The online postage software companies are linked to the USPS International Mail Manual, and they're updated daily. That file gets updated every day, and so as that country restrictions list gets updated, you're getting instantly or within the 24 hours the most up-to-date data. So you'll know before you print your package or print your shipping label and send your package, you'll know prior and to know not to ship the package. And so it's going to save you a lot of time and effort, and you can communicate that to the buyer. So it's definitely a great feature. And again, with the ability to import the delivery address and make everything simplified, it's one one other instance of online postage saving you time and stress and effort, and allowing you to focus on more revenue-generating tasks. All right, let's discuss some cool features for your shipping labels. If you're not sure what hidden postage is, hidden postage provides the ability to hide the postage value on your shipping label. If you look at the top arrow here, you'll see an example of this label that includes hidden postage. Note there's no postage rate included on this label. The rate information is all stored in that barcode up by the big P. You can see it in the orange square up there. And today's customers, they sometimes forget that a seller has packaging costs in addition to the shipping rate. Costs like insurance and labor and packaging materials, those costs can add up. And if the customer is paying $6 for shipping and handling, and then sees the postage amount on their label being only $3.50, they're going to feel ripped off. And that can happen even if you had the lowest shipping and handling charges on this product. They just sometimes don't understand the extra costs that are involved. So, hidden postage can help eliminate this problem before it even gets started. The customer just doesn't see what the price you paid for postage, and so they don't have really a reason to complain. You can also add your company or product logo and a promo message to the shipping label. It's a very cool feature, and you can see some examples here in the middle arrow, which is pointing at a logo, and then the bottom arrow is pointing at the message. And while the logo is great for branding, we really think the promo message is really cool for special events or sales. You can guide the customer to a special closeout section of your site, or alert them to a special sale coming up in the coming weeks or months. Or you can just thank them for being a great customer and encourage them to come back for repeat business. We see that happen a lot. Some people will just put their site, thank you for your business, visit www.store.com. In this example that we're showing at the bottom arrow, the customer is using the promo message to field a special offer for 15% off, and they're using a unique coupon code. So really, the sky is the limit in terms of what you want to write in there. You can get as creative as you want, or we'll pretty much type any type of items in there that you'd like. All right, online postage software can help automate the process of getting the order data into the software, so you can easily print shipping labels. Both of the software services have the capabilities to connect your online postage account to the main marketplaces like Amazon, eBay, PayPal, Google Checkout, and Yahoo stores. Once your account's connected, you only need to click the refresh button, and all the new orders that are awaiting shipment will be automatically imported into the software. So it really makes it simple for you to manage your shipping label process. You can also use XML or ODBC connections to import data from your shopping carts. The real benefit from importing data is that you no longer need to manually type or cut and paste the data to print a label. The software imports over the delivery address, the mail class, and all the specifics such as box size or weight, and if delivery confirmation is included or any of that type of stuff. And really, this is all just a huge time saver for you. And of course, it eliminates the potential for typo errors or anything like that. This data integration process is a big difference between the paid software services like Stamps.com and Indicia compared to the free web-based programs like PayPal Shipping and Click and Ship. It's easier to import data and batch print shipping labels using the software programs. A lot of the free programs really don't connect to external data sources very well, if at all. And so, like integrating into your shopping cart, or in this case, Amazon, eBay, and the different marketplaces out there, is really just not an option for some of the free web-based programs. Obviously, PayPal shipping is connected to eBay, so that's a very easy process. But you just have a lot more robust features with the software programs. Another cool feature too is it allows you to use your online postage software as a shipping label management tool. So say if you're selling on eBay, on Amazon, and also with your own cart, you're getting data in from all these different channels, and that usually means you're going to have multiple processes to print those shipping labels. But if you have one, you have the ability to import all of your data into one interface automatically. Also, you really can save tons and tons of time, and again, focus on bigger and better revenue-generating tasks. So that's a really big benefit for people who are using multiple channels. A lot of people out there, a lot of marketing gurus are really stressing the fact that you need to diversify your sales channels. If you're only selling on eBay, they want you to kind of go into Amazon and other arenas and Yahoo. And so, with all these different channels, it's a lot more processes. So online postage software can really be your one-stop shop to print all of your shipping labels and really save you a lot of time. Once you get all of your data into the online postage software, another great benefit is the ability to batch print labels. You can print by channel, such as Amazon, eBay, or your cart, or even if you're using offline sources such as telemarketing sales or direct mail sales, or you can pick and choose which labels you want to print. You can do it by product type. So say if you're selling iPods and then also iPhones and iPads, you can say I'm going to print all my shipping labels for iPods in the morning and iPhones in the afternoon and iPads at night, or you can pick and choose basically what you want to print by either weight, product type, or mail class. It really gives you all the options for label printing at your control, and you can kind of determine when and how you want to print your shipping labels. So it's a really cool program and makes things very easy for you. Okay, so once you've shipped your product, now of course you need to let your customers know the tracking details. Oftentimes many sellers out there will just cut and paste the tracking number into the marketplaces or your cart software. And if you have hundreds of sales each week, this can be a very, very long process. So with online postage, you can really streamline this process, and it can really help you out. The software can automatically post back the tracking details into eBay and Amazon and the other marketplaces once the label has been printed. And sometimes there's some shopping cart softwares out there. It can also post it back into your shopping cart software. So this is just another time saver, one less process where you have to worry about, one less opportunity for error. Could easily grab the wrong tracking number and place it in the wrong product. And again, it just gives you more opportunity and time to focus on revenue-generating tasks. This example we're looking at here is an image from my eBay, from the Selling Manager. We clicked into a product. It's actually a product that we sold here at Stamps.com on eBay. And you can see the delivery confirmation number was posted back automatically into the seller's my eBay account. And so it's very helpful and again, helps eliminate time and lets you focus on bigger and better tasks. All right, return shipping labels here. As all e-commerce sellers know, product returns are a part of doing business, unfortunately. Getting return postage labels to the buyer can be a time-consuming process, and this process often can lead to consumers getting very unhappy. So having an easy program for them to get the return shipping label into the hands of the buyer can really help increase, hopefully return sales of that buyer, but also keep that buyer happy and satisfied and not going out, say going into social media and blasting your company and saying you weren't very helpful and didn't really want to accept the return. So online postage software really creates an easy opportunity for return shipping labels. It allows you to easily print return shipping labels via a PDF file from the software. It's very simple. Again, just a few clicks is all you need to do. You basically go into your search history, find the transaction that you're looking for, click generate return label. It's just one button. The software is smart enough to know to flip-flop the addresses. It's going to take your return address and put that into the ship to. It's going to take the ship to address for the original buyer and put that into the return address. And it's going to print a prepaid shipping label. It's going to print it into a PDF file, and that PDF file then can be easily emailed to the buyer for an easy return process. So again, it's just extra ability to help you communicate with your buyer, hopefully make them happy, and less time and headaches from doing other options for return shipping labels, such as giving them money to pay for a shipping label, or just better options, basically. All right, I think that's all I have for my prepared presentation. Hopefully you've seen the benefits of online postage and shipping with the USPS. I think what I'm going to do now is turn it back over to Shauna, and hopefully we have some questions that I can answer for you guys.
Yes, we do have some questions, and definitely lots of very, very good one. And our first one is actually, why does Stamps.com have opt-out instead of opt-in subscription? Isn't it bad for usability? And that's a good question.
Opt out for so for opt. Okay, so they're asking about our typical billing process. It sounds like. That's a process that we've done forever and ever and ever. It's something that we've talked about changing, but currently, it's just the way the system works right now. We basically give you a 4-week trial. You can try the software. It's a full version of the software. See exactly how it works. If you don't like it, we also give you $5 in free postage in your account instantly. You can print that postage at will, and then if you don't like the software, whether it be a day, that same day even, or up to 28 days, you can call us and cancel the service, and you won't have to pay for anything other than the postage, of course. If you're just using the $5 in postage, that's fine too. You don't have to pay us back that at all. It's a lot. We obviously get lots of complaints about that. It's something that we've considered changing, but at the current time, it's just the way it works right now. And we also give away a free scale too. So if you're looking for a free 5-pound scale, you can get that. You do have to pay shipping and handling for that. But if you need a bigger scale, you can use the credit for the 5-pound and upgrade to a 10 or 25-pound.
Okay. All right. Now, another great question here is from Julie is how fast is media mail delivered, like priority mail 3 days?
Yeah, media mail, it's a great question. Media mail is I believe they will quote a 6 to 10 day window. It's not a guaranteed delivery time, such as priority mail or express mail. We hear all kinds of different stories and certainly see all kinds of different postings on message boards that a lot of people will see it work the same way as first class or sometimes even faster, oddly enough. So there is no guaranteed time. We hear lots of stories too of people during the holiday period will get nervous about media mail and will maybe switch over to priority mail or even switch over to first class packages. So there is no guaranteed time, and again, it's kind of a 6 to 10 day window, but it usually is always delivered faster than that. It's really, really a great option. It's just so darn cheap for booksellers and DVD sellers. It's just a great way to have a competitive product out there.
Okay. Now, another question we have is, what would you recommend as the best, least expensive way to ship packages to Canada?
Well, certainly first class international, if it's under 4 pounds, it's a great option. I can't stress first class mail international enough. But obviously priority mail would be another great option. And express mail, if they, depend on the time they need to get, the time they have to provide the package. But really, we like to stress first class mail international. It's a great, great option. It's just so darn cheap, and like I showed you in the presentation, it's you can save hundreds of % off priority mail, and certainly a heck of a lot more. I think it was like 800% compared to UPS or FedEx. So, but if it's a higher value item or it's something that it's something that needs to get there in a specific time frame, I would suggest certainly priority mail international.
Right. Yeah. Yeah, absolutely, especially if it has to be there on time. Wendy wants to know about the truth about post office scanning labels online when you send out the package, because most POs say it's extra work and won't scan it, and this sometimes causes problems, for instance, proof of shipment.
Yeah, I mean, that's obviously a big problem. Like, if she's probably referring to just delivery confirmation and getting the postal employees to scan just a regular package. That can be tough, and the USPS is really working hard internally to try to get their employees to get more scans into the system. I mean, they really recognize that that's a huge area that they need a lot of improvement on. However, they do have a ton of employees, and some of those employees have been slower than others in accepting change. Scan forms are a great opportunity. There is no limit to printing a scan form. And so once you print a scan form, that's going to send the, whether it be one package or 100 packages, all those tracking numbers that are attached to that scan form are then going to be registered with the USPS system that night. And so it's a great opportunity for buyers, for sellers who need to show the buyers that the package is now in the USPS system and it's en route for delivery. So it gives them that ability to show them that the package has been shipped. It doesn't guarantee delivery confirmation. Obviously it's still possible that the package could get lost in transit, but at least tells the buyer that you as a seller have done your job, and now you've handed it off to the shipping carrier, and they're gonna deliver it, hopefully.
Mm-hmm.
So I would really suggest trying or at least investigating scan forms. It's a pretty easy process.
Awesome, 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 awesome. So now I think we have to make sure that we get a winner because you got lots of tweets.
Here.
Awesome. So who is our winner?
Our winner is TJ's Variety. It's again at TJ's Variety has just won the PC Post Office in a Box. So TJ's Variety, hopefully you can follow us, and then we'll direct message with you, and kind of get all the information from you, and hopefully you'll enjoy your box.
Awesome.
In a box.
Very cool. Well, congratulations on your prize. Very cool win. And if you haven't won a prize yet, don't worry. There's still plenty of time. And as a matter of fact, everybody gets a prize at our next one. That is a very cool prize, and it's something that I really think that you're going to be happy to win. So, Eric, thank you so much for being with us tonight. I very, very, very much appreciate it. And definitely, what was the Twitter ID again, so we can direct anybody with any questions?
Well, I'll tell you the winner's Twitter ID was TJ's Variety.
Oh, I'm sorry, your Twitter ID for Stamps.com.
Yeah, ours is at Stamps.com. I've got my contact information on the screen right now. So it's Eric Nash at Stamps.com, or eNash is my email address, eNash at Stamps.com. Please, if you have any questions regarding online postage, about Stamps.com specifically, please email me, and we'll certainly get back to you and try to hopefully have an adequate answer for you, whatever it may be. So please, and again, our Twitter address is at Stamps.com. And Shauna, thank you so much. I really enjoyed it, and looking forward to some of the other webinars this weekend.